So no stage after 7 that have been completed, and we've got another 7 yet to go before we return from the current Pacific sides of South America, going back to the Atlantic side in Buenos Aires in a week's time. Rain greeted the cars during their first half of this 2010 Dakar rally. Horsepower was an issue, but sometimes it was quite elegant. Everybody came into this rally thinking that the Volkswagens would win right from the word off, and with 5 of them entering, well, it was pretty well bets off right from the word go. NASA AL-ATTIYAH won on the damp stage through stage 2 and was immediately on the pace. A new team for AL-ATTIYAH this year, the Volkswagen, not the BMW of 12 months ago. Robbie Gordon, he was flying, and sometimes a little bit too much, so lucky to get away with not hitting a rock on the second stage. The Hummer, spectacular as always, but slightly struggling with the 2-wheel drive against the 4-wheel drives on the tight stuff. Once he was out there in the desert, he was quick and he was winning stages. Reigning champion, de Villiers, he had fuel injector problems and he lost 3 hours on one day. He was out of the front running. Stefan Pederhansel was leading after the 3rd stage, the BMW really finding the pace together with his teammate Nani Roma. Roma won the 1st stage, but only 24 hours later rolled off the 2nd. Amazingly, he only lost a quarter of an hour with that tumble. Once he got back on the road, he was still in with a shout. His teammate Gerland Schischerit was struggling. He lost nearly an hour on the very 1st stage. Electrical problems there. 24 hours after Roma had gone off the road, he went off it properly, going over a hill and completely destroying the suspension of his BMW. He was out. Then Pederhansel took the lead, and only a day later it was his chance to go backwards. A prop shaft broken, and he lost 2¼ hours. He dropped to 10th. So of the Volkswagens that were now 1, 2 and 3, which one was going to be in the leads? We had NASA AL-ATTIYAH battling with Carlos Sainz, Mark Miller in there. These problems for Janil de Villiers lost him over 3 hours. So a Volkswagen surely going to win this year's event, but the question is, which one? Sainz nervous, he's yet to win a Dakar rally. NASA AL-ATTIYAH may be a little bit better at the dunes in the second half of this rally. Who knows who's going to win? And BMW will be there to pounce if there is a problem for the Germans from Wolfsburg. Orlando Terranova, he went off on exactly the same corner as Nani Roma. The darling of the Argentine crowd is back in the rally. Guillaume Spinelli on the Mitsubishi was up there as well, the Brazilian in only his 2nd Dakar. Problems for Christian Lavalle as well. Lavalle, who struggled, but is on the bubble of the top 10. Birthday boy Alfie Cox was 5th overall, but then was out on his birthday. Robbie Gordon won a stage. He won it spectacularly as always. He then fought through the field on the way up towards Iquique. But he lost time with tyre problems and then alternator problems, dropping him back down the order, 10th position for the American. Leading privateer Krzysztof Holovic in the South African-built Nissan, whilst Leonard Nowitzki from Russia was again inside the top 10. He was 9th. So Carlos Sainz gets to the rest day with an 11-minute lead. Volkswagens 1, 2 and 3. Sainz from AL-ATTIYAH from Miller. Schischerit and Pederhansel split only by, well, half a minute. 6th was Holovic, Sousa and Spinelli with the Mitsubishis, Nowitzki and then Gordon on the bubble of the top 10.